I love this. Not being on stage, I actually don't like that very much. I love the concept of capital on stage. And I think the reason I do is because it's very close to my belief as an investor. I think it's only fair that a founder gets to choose its investors. To give you an example, I think we worked for almost a year with a company called Anki out of California, a robotic smart toy company. Worked with them very closely until they actually offered us to be an investor alongside Andreessen Horowitz and Index. And I think that's a good example of how the way we work. So like I said, I'm Olivier, I'm from C4 Ventures. A few words about me, maybe. I guess by now you've figured out that I'm French. But even for more reason than that, I'm a bit of a strange animal. I was not born and raised a venture capital. I didn't grow up reading Marc Andreessen's tweet or having Peter Thiel's as a bookshelf on my bedside table. I think first I was a telecom engineer. First job as a developer. Somehow turned a product guy. Somehow turned a CFO of a startup. I actually became a chartered accountant, and somehow became an investor. So I'm not really sure what that makes me among this crowd here. But there are two things that guided me along this path, I think across 6 countries that I've worked in. The first one is a strong passion for product, which was always at the core of what I was doing. And the second one is, I could call it a passion for technology, but in my no bullshit way of saying it, I'm a geek. An anecdote, a few years ago when I was a CFO of an advertising company, I designed an algorithm to predict the sales forecast in a mid to long-term basis. And I actually realized a bit later that I could turn this algorithm into a prediction of how late my boss would be at meetings so that I could optimize my time a bit more efficiently. So that's me. So how did I become an investor then? 18 months ago, I came across Pascal Cagny. Pascal is first and foremost one of the smartest guys I've met along my career. He had the guts in 2000 to join Apple and recruited by Steve Jobs. And because he was massively successful, and he joined at a time where everybody thought that Apple would be dead in 6 months' time, when he left 12 years later, he was first very rich, but also was one of the best experts in how you build a product and how you sell it. Together, we created C4 Ventures. And there are a few things that guided our principles in creating C4 Ventures. The first one is a strong passion about a specific investment theme. I think everybody today will tell you that they invest first and foremost in teams. And that's true for us as well. I think where we go a bit beyond that is that I honestly can't support a founder if I don't have, one, a good knowledge of what they do. I can't pretend. And I don't know everything about everything. So first, a deep knowledge about the challenges, the levers, the actors, the competition. Second, a dense network of people that I can tap into. Not people who just give their point of view, but who can really help, solve an issue, give a good advice. And third, and maybe even more important, a strong passion about what the founder is doing about the vision. And I'll be honest with you, I can't get excited by enterprise software, so we don't do that. The second thing that guided us along creating C4 Venture is a way of working, very straightforward, very honest. We see ourselves as very hands-on, but only when it matters. I think we're very good at bringing a product to market, at scaling a business. But to give you an example, one of our portfolio company called me, I think it was in June a few months ago, and Jean-Luc said, I think you're right, we need to change the company name. Can I send you a few examples of names and you can give me your point of view? And my immediate answer was, ask your mom. Her advice will be as good as mine. I'm not a brand guy. I don't want to waste your time giving you my point of view. So that's, I think, another example. The third one is we're strong believers in Europe, in Europe's founder, but maybe more importantly in Europe's potential, where people see fragmentation and complexity, we see diversity, we see opportunity and richness. So with that in mind, C4 Venture is an early-stage investment fund based out of London. We invest in early-stage startups in Europe or more mature company like Anki who seek to expand into Europe. And we do that only in 2 themes. The first one, we create the future of hardware, and the second one, we create the future of e-commerce. Past investments in hardware include Nest, which was obviously a nice exit. Anki, I mentioned, Netatmo in France, Gyroptic in France as well. On the e-commerce side, the last one last month was Niten in London, Kling in Amsterdam. I was at the board meeting yesterday. So like the rest of the team, I'm passionate about these 2 themes. Go on our website, follow us on Twitter, get to know us, make your choice.